Good morning, America. I'm Charles Gibson.
I'm Diane Sawyer, and it's Tuesday, September 11th, 2001.
It is lunchtime in London, 5 a.m. in Los Angeles, and 8 a.m. here in New York, live from the CNN Financial News headquarters.
It is beautiful outside, perfect September day with lots of sunshine. Oh, would you look at Washington, huh? I'm going outside today.
Other than that, it's kind of quiet around the country. We like quiet. It's quiet. It's too quiet.
Number 2.
Yeah. This just in, you were looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center.
La espera de mayores informaciones, saber qué fue lo que ocurrió, cómo fue que
Apparently a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center in New York.
現在私、貿易センタービルから1キロほど北にあります国連本部の
It does not appear that there's any kind of an effort up there yet. Now remember, oh my God.
Oh my God.
That looks like a second plane. Has just
I did not see a plane go in. That just exploded.
We just saw another plane coming in from the side.
You did. That was out of
Yes, and that's the second explosion. You could see the plane come in just from the right-hand side of the screen. So this looks like it is some sort of a concerted effort to attack the World Trade Center that is underway.
People are running away very, very quickly. There are more explosions further down the building.
This is so shocking, of course, to everybody watching.
I've never seen anything like it. It literally blew itself into World Trade Center.
The building's exploding right now. You got people running up the street.
David, we're going to have to cut you off. President Bush is speaking.
Today, we've had a national tragedy. 2 airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country.
And the Pentagon is being evacuated. There is a large fire there, and that is the smoke you see in the shot that you are looking at now.
It appears that an aircraft of some sort did hit the side of the Pentagon.
That's a very haunting description that Bob Kerr just gave of that low-flying aircraft near the White House, and one can only wonder if that was something that ultimately ended up in the Pentagon.
We just saw a live picture of what seemed to be a portion of the building falling away.
Wow.
And some people were...
Jamie, I need you to stop for a second. There has just been a huge explosion. We can see a billowing smoke rising, and I'll tell you that I can't see that second tower, but there was a cascade of sparks and fire, and now it looks almost like a mushroom cloud explosion.
Let's go to the trade tower again, because, John, we now have what do we have? We don't...
It looks like a new large plume of smoke.
Only one tower is standing. The other has collapsed.
Thanks very much, Dan.
Collapsed.
The whole side has collapsed?
The whole building has collapsed.
The whole building has collapsed?
The building has collapsed.
I heard a big bang, and then we saw smoke coming out, and everybody started running out, and we saw the plane on the other side of the building, and there was smoke everywhere, and people are jumping out the windows. Over there, they're jumping out the windows, I guess because they're trying to save themselves. I don't know.
Good morning and welcome to the CHS-Tv live from 2106. I'm Simone Williams.
And I'm Sasha Winston. Today we commemorate the 18th year anniversary of September 11th attacks on America. But first, our mission and vision.
The mission of Columbia High School is to provide students with instruction that promotes higher level thinking skills, accountable responsible behavior, and self-disciplined social skills so that they are capable of meeting the challenges of a rapidly changing and increasingly complex society.
The vision of Columbia High School is to be a school of excellence in preparing all students to live and compete productively in a globally competitive world.
18 years ago, the worst terror attack ever to happen on U.S. soil occurred. Our Chanel Taylor takes a look at the events that changed the way we live forever.
September 11, 2001, 19 men hijacked 4 fuel-loaded U.S. commercial airplanes bound for West Coast destinations. A total of 2,977 people were killed in New York City, Washington, D.C., and outside Shanksville, Pennsylvania. The attack was orchestrated by al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden. At the World Trade Center site in Lower Manhattan, 2,753 people were killed when hijacked American Airlines Flight 11 and United Airlines Flight 175 were intentionally crashed into the North and South Towers or as a result of the crashes. Of those who perished during the initial attacks and subsequent collapses of the towers, 343 were New York City firefighters, 23 were New York City police officers, and 37 were officers at the Port Authority. December 18, 2001, Congress approves a measure to allow the president to designate September 11th as Patriot Day on each anniversary of the attacks. I'm Chanel Taylor, CHS-Tv.
Attention students and teachers, the senior class meeting with Mr. Alfonso and Mrs. Banks will be today at 5:30 p.m. All seniors and juniors, please make sure your parents sign up to meet with your counselor for your annual conference.
The CHS Cancer Walk, sponsored by Mr. Frazier, will be held on October 19th. Here's CHS-TV's Nashay Bird with Mr. Frazier with more on the walk.
Good morning, Mr. Frazier.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good.
Okay, so what's this breast cancer walk that you have?
Well, we're going to have a breast cancer walk at our school October 19th at the track. And we're basically helping families who have family members that are going through breast cancer and who need a little bit of help with some of their bills, while at the same time helping our 9th grade academy earn or gain some money for some of the things that we want to do with the 9th grade academy. So we decided to have a breast cancer walk since October is breast cancer awareness month. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to make sure that we at least help out our community, but at the same time help ourselves with gaining some money for, like I said, our academy.
Okay, how much are the tickets?
The tickets will be, if you're an adult, the ticket will be $10, $25 with the t-shirt and the walk, and you get a free hot dog and the chips with that $25. $15 if you just want to come on the day and pay, and $10 in advance. So you have those three ways of paying, or those three types of payment. And if you are a student at Columbia High School, yours is $5 and $10 with the t-shirt.
Coming up, we'll take a look at weather as well as more on the 18th year anniversary of the September 11th attacks. You're watching CHS-TV live from 2106.
The next opportunity to take the SAT is October 5th. The registration deadline is September 6th, but don't worry, the late registration deadline is September 24th. If you're interested in applying for early admission to college, the October 5th test scores will be back in time to meet deadlines.
Attention teachers and students, the NAACP DeKalb chapter will host their annual voters registration drive during all lunch waves on September 24th. Please be sure to bring your ID and you will be eligible to register if you are 18 years old.
CHS Counseling Department will host our annual College and Career Week on September 30th through October 4th. The college fair will be on Monday, September 30th from 9 to 11 in the gym, and the Career Day will be on October 4th from 9 to 11 in the Media Center.
18 years ago, the U.S. was forever changed, and while the most damage happened in New York, Micaiah Jones takes a look back at the damage our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., suffered at the hands of the 9/11 terrorists.
Around 9:40 a.m. on September 11, 2001, a military cargo plane reported that American Airlines Flight 77 has crashed into the west side of the Pentagon. Jet fuel caused the devastating inferno that led to the structural collapse of a giant portion of the concrete building, known as the headquarters of the U.S. Department of Defense. About 125 military personnel and civilians were killed in the Pentagon, with everyone on the flight. I'm Micaiah Jones, CHS-TV.
Before we go, let's take one last look at the weather. Here's Creston Hampton.
Expect to be really hot today as we have a high of 94 and a low of 72. I am Creston Hampton. That was your weather report.
That's all for today's edition of CHS-TV Live from 2106. I'm Simone Williams.
And I'm Sasha Winston.
One team, one dream.